Welcome to this third video in the series of an introduction to 3D animation. We're going to talk about textures, so materials, how we can apply solid colours to our 3D models. So by the end of this video we'll have a Cezanne monkey, hopefully with a body, with a couple of different materials applied to different faces. So if we start with a default cube, get rid of this cube with X, and instead Shift A to add a monkey. Everything in Blender looks this nasty grey unless we give it a different material. Now the material icon looks, I think, like a radioactive symbol to me. For materials, we can add a new material to the current slot. It makes a lot of sense. You probably won't want to, but it does make sense as you go on to rename all of your materials. It's particularly useful if you end up exporting it into another program, especially for game design. So just double click to rename. Then you can change the base color and go for orange and make it darker so that we've got a brown. And you'll notice that brown is not applied here because we're only previewing this in solid mode. We need to click up here to preview all of the materials. So this is better, but it looks nasty and blocky. If we press Ctrl+2 to add a subdivision surface modifier and right-click Shade Smooth, it's looking a bit better. Next, we want to be able to change the eye color and maybe the highlights on the ear and the nose and the mouth. So we need a new material slot. We press the plus over here, add a new material into that slot, double click to rename it. This is going to be, now you can call it sclera for the white part of the eye, or just name it the color that it is. We now need to select the vertices to apply that material to. So we need to be in edit mode, that's tab. Let's zoom in. I don't have the mouse connected with a mouse wheel, so I'm having to use shift and backtick and then WAS and D like we've talked through in the last video. To deselect, pressing A twice, and then I want to select all of these faces, so 3 for face select, and we could shift and click to get all of these, or we can press C for circle select and just click in the middle and we've got them all selected. Then we choose the material we want to apply, we assign it to the selected vertices, and it looks pretty good. I would like, however, that to be mirrored to the other side, otherwise we'll have to do everything twice. So let's see if we can mirror everything from one side to the other. In order to do that, I think it makes sense to delete everything on this one side of the monkey's head. So if I go into wireframe mode, it's like X-ray mode, and then if we click on here to look dead on, can we zoom in? No, not very easily. Let's try and select. Now if I select like this to delete them, it's going to delete the eye as well because I've got that selected. So let's press A twice, go into vertex mode by pressing 1, B to box select, and this is like circle select but just dragging a box instead of clicking to paint a circle. Looks okay. Press X to delete. Let's zoom in and see, have I left any vertices? Nope. Good. Looking okay. Let's press Z and 2, which is the same as clicking up here. I've got half a monkey head. To mirror that to the other side, we need a modifier. We've already got our subdivision surface modifier from pressing Ctrl and 2. If we add another modifier, a generation modifier for mirror, it should mirror everything on the x-axis. I mean, we could mirror it on the y-axis or whatever you want, but that looks okay. Right, a couple of keyboard shortcuts that we've gone through already. We've had A or A twice to select all, C and B for circle select and box select. These are really helpful. Now I've got a laptop without a numpad, so I'll show you how to do these and what they are. Let's just focus on our monkey. There we go. I want to be able to select the inner part of the ear, so 3 for face mode, and I want to increase the selection to get all of the faces around the outside. So it could be Control and the plus on the numpad if you've got a desktop keyboard, or press F3 and search for more, and then do the same, F3, enter. There we go. So all of these selected faces, I would like to give a different material to. Add a new material slot, create a new material in the slot, I'm going to call it pink. Choose a pinkish colour and then assign that. Hopefully that should be mirrored across here. Yep, good. And we'll do the same on the nose. I'm just going to shift and click for that, get that material and assign it. Let's do the same on the inside of the mouth. Is that enough? Will that do? Yeah, that's okay. All right, for the eye, we would like, I would like a pupil inside the sclera, so a black dot inside the white blob. In order to do that, I'm going to select all of these faces, press Escape to get rid of Circle Select, and then press I for Inset, and that kind of will draw a circle inside. That should be fine. Right, new material slot, new material in the slot, rename it, set the base color. Doesn't really matter what hue we have, just turn the lightness right down and then assign it to the selected. There we go, not bad. Then you can have fun just extending the mesh. We did a little bit of this in the last video. So if we select, let's see if I can see it from underneath. Yeah, there we go. If we select the bottom of the skull, E to extrude. Now it looks like that's coming out in two directions, which looks rather weird. Control Z. The mirror modifier has this clipping option. If we enable that and extrude it now, it's going to clip both sides of the mirror together, which is just what we want. I think we went through that in the previous video. So let's E to extrude again. This is going to be the shoulders. E to extrude again. This is going to be the belly, so we better make it a bit bigger. E to extrude, and then E to extrude. It's going to be the hips. And then when the shoulders come out, we can press E to extrude. And then maybe shrink it down a little bit. E to extrude out to the elbows. E to extrude out to the wrist. Maybe shrink it down. E to extrude just a little bit, but this time I want to squish it in the green axis, so that's Y, SY, squidge it down until it's more kind of a rectangle so that we can pull it out. Wasn't expecting it to come in that orientation, so let's pull it out in the X axis instead. I want to pull it a little bit so I can pull a thumb up out there and extrude it again in the X axis. Let's grab this and extrude it upwards. I'm pressing Z. There we go. It's not fantastic, but it'll do. Looks like it wants to give you a hug. Then for the leg, if we try and extrude it as it's clipped, it will pull both legs together. That's not what we want. Escape, Control Z, turn clipping off, extrude it again. And irritatingly, it doesn't shade that bit smooth, but we can fix that later. Scale it down at the knee. E to extrude, maybe directly down, pressing Z twice, maybe scale that down again. E to extrude just at the ankle, and then select the front bit and E to extrude a little bit and then a little bit more. It's not great, but it'll do. All right, press A to select all, right click, shade smooth, tab to go back into object mode, and there we go. The important thing here is that you need to create a new material and then select the vertices that you want to assign that material to, and then make sure that you click Assign inside Edit Mode is where you'll see that button.